the god of war, the pride of France, Benoit Saint Denis.
That Saint Denis guy is a killer.
Benoit Saint Denis is on a tear right now, fight win streak.
He was the French version of Navy SEAL.
He scares everybody, which is why no one really wanted to fight him.
There's a new lightweight contender, Benoit Saint Denis.
There he is.
You look in that guy's eyes, there's hell going on.
There's the god of war.
But this is a grueling...
Despite training MMA for less than 7 years, Benoit Saint Denis has been making a name for himself in the UFC's lightweight division. The French fighter currently boasts an impressive 100% finish rate and has racked up some impressive victories over the last few years. Saint Denis is a dominating force in the cage, but his next opponent is cut from a different cloth. At UFC 299, the God of War is set to face one of the best lightweights in the world, Dustin Poirier, in a 5-round co-main event. Could Saint Denis pull off the victory and become a contender and future champion of the UFC? Let's take a look at his career and decide for ourselves. This is DBD Fight Club. Welcome back. Before becoming a professional fighter, Benoit Saint Denis was a soldier in the French Army Special Forces Command. In the mid-2010s, Saint Denis served in Mali and Western Africa alongside the British SAS and was awarded several medals in 2017. His warrior spirit was forged way before putting on the gloves and was given the moniker the God of War by his brothers. Saint Denis began training MMA to elevate his skills as a soldier, but quickly realized he had tremendous talent in a different type of combat. Benoit Saint Denis concluded his military service in 2019, only a month after making his MMA debut. Despite earning his black belt in judo at the age of 16, MMA was relatively new to him, and his most recent combat experience came from rigorous military training. That same year, he fought 5 times, finishing all his first opponents by way of submission, but his 5th fight ended in a no contest due to a clash of heads. Saint Denis was signed by the Brave Combat Federation, and in January 2020, he faced Croatian fighter Ivica Trušek and immediately shot for a takedown.
Beautiful sprawl, but both these...
After a few minutes of grappling, Saint Denis found himself in a dangerous leg lock, but his attempt to pull out landed him in a unique position and went for a rare knee bar.
Legs are laced. Benoit looking for a toe hold, looking for a knee bar.
There's the top!
And he got it!
Beautiful first-round submission from the God of War!
Despite being relatively new to the sport, it was evident that his junior judo background was ingrained in his DNA, and he wasn't an amateur when it came to grappling. In his next fight, we get to see more of BSD style and tactics. While he's known for his high-level wrestling, he had the chance to finally showcase his impressive striking.
Both definitely found there from Benoit Saint Denis.
BSD has a beautiful rear middle kick that forces his opponent's guard to drop and is gifted with natural power in his hands.
Benoit Saint Denis with that Mario just wears it.
Oh, and another left hook.
He's got that could be it!
This was the Frenchman's first career victory by knockout, and what an uppercut it was to end the fight. His next fight was entertaining, and Saint Denis got his chin tested very early.
A couple of times, 2, 3 times. Oh,
But he remained calm and stuck with his game plan and executed a set of beautiful middle kicks, followed by shooting for a takedown. After ending up in a dominant submission attempt, his opponent managed to escape, and the fight returned to the feet in the second round.
Catch Benoit Saint Denis coming in, but
The God of War was pressuring consistently, and he forced his opponent into an arm triangle choke.
Brave Combat Federation cage is stopping. God of War
there's the top!
and there it is.
ladies and gentlemen, the God of War, Benoit Saint
And
Denis.
Benoit Saint Denis just pulled off a massive victory to become a top contender in the Brave promotion. A few months later, he fought Spanish fighter Arqueas Ramos. Saint Denis loves to change levels and shoots for takedowns early in the round.
Laser type focus of Benoit God of War Saint Denis. That's a beautiful takedown.
He pressured his opponent into an arm triangle choke and dug his left knee into his waist to control his movement.
Needs to drop. There's the top! Arm triangle in a row. Benoit Saint Denis is a fire.
The God of War was now 8-0 with 8 finishes and was making his mark in the sport of MMA. In the summer of 2021, Benoit Saint Denis was signed by the most prestigious promotion in the world, the UFC. Less than 3 years after retiring from the French Special Forces, he made his debut at UFC 267 in Abu Dhabi, but was scheduled to fight on short notice in the welterweight class against Brazilian Elizeu dos Santos.
Right here, Saint Denis did a fantastic job. He stepped
Dos Santos, that's a big shot.
The fight started well for the God of War, landing some clean combinations and scoring an early takedown. But his opponent was a heavy hitter and was in a weight class above Saint Denis, and in the second round, he was piling on the strikes that caused major damage.
He's got to fight back, he's got to fight back. Smart move to go.
Saint Denis had a bit of luck on his feet, but Dos Santos landed a clean counter right hook to send the Frenchman to the cage.
Dos Santos wise not to. And the beginning of the end here, Saint Denis.
It seemed like the fight was near its end, but Saint Denis wouldn't give up.
Oh my goodness!
Man, he's leaking.
Dos Santos is like, what do you want me to do?
Saint Denis' warrior spirit was on full display, and quitting wasn't an option.
So Mark's probably the lead official here. He's gonna have a with this guy. Yeah.
The God of War showed the world that his spirit was unbreakable, and just when the commentators were screaming for the fight to end, he clawed his way back to end the fight like a proper warrior. Despite taking the loss, BSD's performance was one to remember and was ready to go back to the drawing board to fix the mistakes and return to the octagon stronger. The former Special Forces soldier knows that before embarking on a mission, one must prepare vigorously before battle. And despite the setback in his UFC debut, the God of War took 8 long months to expand his arsenal and improve his game plan.
La pommette. Et il descend tout de suite, regardez.
Against German fighter Niklas Stolze, 7 minutes of domination would end with a rear naked choke.
Sous le menton, mais ça peut suffire, la pression, voilà!
A few months later, he fought on the first ever UFC card in Paris in front of an electrifying crowd.
Regardez. Ouais, il a touché. Il a touché. Il a touché. Et là, il y a l'accident.
From the opening bell, Saint Denis was pressuring his opponent with heavy rear middle kicks and devastating boxing combinations. He walked him down through every corner of the octagon, and then this beautiful right hook would seal the deal.
Hey, Benoit.
Il veut ses 50K, Benoit.
Hey, il a sonné.
Là, c'est bon.
C'est terminé. C'est la victoire de Benoit par KO. Et la 5 est en feu. Benoit Saint Denis.
The crowd erupted for the hometown favorite, and he used this momentum for his next fight against Ishmael Bonfim.
C'est parti. Premier middle. Gros middle.
Et la remise
De
immédiatement.
Benoit. On démarre tout de suite sur un bon middle.
Saint Denis started the fight with that signature middle kick to the body to break down his opponent's guard. And just when Bonfim attempted to attack, BSD changed levels to score a takedown and secure his back.
Avec une grosse...
He's thinking about it. And there it is.
Another submission victory in the books, and Saint Denis continued his tear of the lightweight division. 2 months later, he fought in front of his French crowd once again and delivered another memorable performance. Benoit's vicious and forward pressure style was on full display as he was swarming his opponent in every exchange with some wild striking combinations. After going back and forth for the entire fight, Saint Denis secured another takedown and committed to some heavy ground and pound to force the referee to intervene. Saint Denis was now on a 4-fight finish streak and was ready for a step up in competition. The God of War was eliminating his opponents left and right and was now scheduled to fight at UFC 295 in New York City against hometown favorite Mafrovola. The New York native and US Army Reserve was also on a 3-fight finish streak and was now a ranked fighter in the division. Saint Denis was taken down early in the fight, but his meticulous training prepared him for this outcome and then executed a perfectly planned rear high kick to shock the world.
But this is a grueling
The God of War just pulled off a picture-perfect knockout and put the entire lightweight division on notice.
This will move you into a ranked position now in this talent-stacked division. Give us your thoughts on who you would like to face next.
I would like to go for Dustin Poirier. I'm gonna give him more.
UFC 299 will be number 3 ranked lightweight Dustin Poirier versus number 12 ranked Benoit Saint Denis.
It is going to be Benoit Saint Denis against Dustin Poirier.
This is the big fight. This is the big fight. Dustin Poirier and Benoit Saint Denis.
At UFC 299 in Miami, the former interim lightweight champion Dustin Poirier welcomes Benoit Saint Denis to a 5-round co-main event. Poirier has been at the top of the lightweight division for years now, but is looking to bounce back after suffering a loss to Justin Gaethje by a highlight knockout, losing a chance to earn the BMF belt. To the surprise of fans around the world, Poirier accepted the challenge of fighting Benoit Saint Denis. The Frenchman, who is currently the 12th ranked lightweight, has an opportunity to leapfrog the entire division and fight Poirier, who sits in third. The God of War has shown the world that he's a warrior inside and out the cage, but is he ready to fight the elite competition of the lightweight division? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. This is DBD Fight Club, and we'll see you next time.